Once upon a time, in the city of Benares, there lived an old woman who had a calf. This calf was special. He was completely jet black, with not a single spot of white. The calf was actually the Bodhisattva, the enlightened being in disguise. The old woman loved the calf as if he were her own child. She fed him the best rice and porridge, petted him, and he would affectionately lick her hand. Because they were so close, people in the village started calling him Grandma's Blackie. Even when Blackie grew into a big, strong bull, he stayed gentle and tame. The village children loved playing with him, hanging onto his neck, ears, and horns, and even riding on his back. Blackie enjoyed their company and never complained. Blackie often thought about the kind old woman who had raised him. She is like a mother to me, he thought. She took care of me as if I were her own child. But she is poor and would never ask me to work. I want to help her so she doesn't have to suffer in poverty anymore. So he began looking for work. One day, a caravan of 500 carts arrived at the village and stopped at a river crossing. The river was rough, and the bullocks pulling the carts couldn't get them across. The caravan leader, who was an expert in judging bulls, noticed Grandma's Blackie and thought, "This strong bull looks like he can help pull the carts across." He asked the villagers who owned the bull. They replied, "His master isn't here, but you can use him." The leader tried to lead Blackie away, but the bull wouldn't move. Blackie thought, "I won't move until this man promises what he'll pay for my work." The leader understood and said, "Dear bull, if you help me pull these 500 carts across the river, I'll pay you 2 gold coins for each cart." Hearing this, Blackie agreed and followed him. The leader harnessed Blackie to the first cart. With all his strength, Blackie pulled it across the river, something 1,000 other bulls couldn't do. He continued pulling each cart, one by one, until all 500 carts were across. When the job was done, the leader prepared a package with 500 gold coins, only 1 coin per cart, instead of the promised 2, and hung it around Blackie's neck. But Blackie knew he was being shortchanged, so he stood in front of the caravan, blocking its path. None of the other bulls would move either, impressed by Blackie's strength. Realizing his mistake, the leader made a new package with the full 1,000 gold coins and hung it around Blackie's neck. Satisfied, Blackie returned to the old woman. Along the way, children tried to grab the money package, thinking it was a game, but Blackie managed to keep it safe. When he reached the old woman, she was surprised to see the heavy package. The children explained what had happened at the river. When the woman opened the package, she found the 1,000 gold coins inside. Seeing how tired Blackie was, the old woman said, "Oh my dear son, I never wanted you to work so hard for me. I will always care for you, no matter how difficult it is." She then washed Blackie, massaged his tired muscles with oil, and fed him good food. They lived together happily for the rest of their lives. Moral of the story: loving kindness can turn the poorest house into the richest home.